SMT Nation, we back. All right, Nation, we just got the U.S. State of the Mobile Union, first half 2023 results. Mobile networks across the country, we're looking at T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, and AT&T turned out to be the best from a national perspective. Most states where they performed overall the best. All right, so a balance of speed and network coverage and calling and texting and all those types of things. Now, the AT&T network is, it gets a lot of criticism. AT&T appears to be doing some cost cutting, managing their CapEx moving forward. So it's not to say that this is the end all be all. Verizon or T-Mobile could overtake AT&T in the future. But as of right now, when we evaluate the network, there are enough strengths at AT&T between their 5G and LTE networks that they are the best. Let's look at the highlights of this and see what they're doing well, what their strengths are, and how they shine compared to the other two. All right, so I'll go ahead and link the report for you guys. It'll be in the description. Also in the description, the Real SMT Buy Me a Coffee link. Support your creators directly. Buy us a coffee. And if you're looking for a really good deal on your wireless service, our partner Mint Mobile can help you save ducats. And then, of course, with the money saved, you can do whatever else you want with it. It's up to you. All right, so check out their plans. Right, the deflation promotional pricing is still going on. Just use our partner link, mintmobile.com/Sneed, and they'll help you switch. It's real easy. They'll send you a SIM card really quick, or you can activate on eSIM, which is super convenient and easy to do. All right, so let's put the spotlight on AT&T. Key takeaways. AT&T maintains its lead in national and state testing. They won or shared the most Root Score awards in the U.S. for the fourth consecutive time. Folks, this puts them past Verizon. It puts them past, T-Mobile. So as fast as the other carriers are, as incredible as their networks are in terms of experience, AT&T seems to be doing it the most across the country. All right, now they're doing a couple of things, right? They've got the FirstNet, initiative really helped them modernize their network on a national scale. Now they've got C-band spectrum that they're building out, and I think they're approaching 175 million pops of 5G plus C-band coverage. Remember, they have DoD also that they can deploy. So they have continued to improve their speeds. They've continued to improve their network access. So any narrative that they're going to be resting on their laurels would be purely speculative, because based on the performance today, that's just not true. Here's the overall scores. AT&T best overall, best in reliability, best in speed, best in data, call, and text. Complete domination. AT&T remains the leader on the national stage, earning 6 out of 7 awards. The aggregate median download speed is 77.3, an improvement from 57 megabits per second the last time they tested. So that's good. We like to see the improvements there. In terms of performance across the 50 states, AT&T took the overall lead or win or shared win in 32 states, 38 in reliability. They do have weakness in accessibility. I don't know why, but they do. 0 states in accessibility for AT&T. 43 states for speed, 33 for data, 42 for calling, 49 for texting. So you could see that they really did a great job. They won a lot. It says here they took home the most state awards of any carrier at 237. That is a decline of 22 since last half. That sounds like somebody else is winning. So that's a combination of T-Mobile and Verizon maybe starting to take some awards, and maybe that's a sign of weakness for AT&T. I'm not sure. But the total of 237 state awards was far more than T-Mobile at 52 and more than Verizon at 215. We'll see what the next half brings, but AT&T still in the catbird seat. Metro area root score award tally, AT&T at 405, T-Mobile at 325, and then Verizon at 763. So maybe that's something, that AT&T can work on, is look to win more metros, because clearly Verizon way out ahead, right? That's a huge separator. All right, so AT&T posted strong results in major metros, registering faster speeds and the second highest tally of Root Score awards. AT&T showed faster 5G speeds and broader 5G availability in most of the cities tested since the second half 2022. So according to their own standard, if you compare AT&T of last year to AT&T of this year, it's better. And if you compare AT&T to their competitors with relation to the state testing and across the country, they dominate there as well. AT&T getting faster. Let's take a look at this. The number of markets where they had 50 plus megabits went from 70 to 95. That's very nice. The number of the number of markets where they had 10 to 20 megabits, that's basically a sign of congestion, right? They had 2 last half, they have 0 now. So they fixed those issues. Now you have 20 to 30 megabits per second, and they had 12 markets as such. Now they only have 5. And the number of markets where they had 30 to 40 megabits per second, they went from 18 to 13. So every speed tier or segment has decreased except the fastest one. So that's an important note, that they are getting faster and more capacitive across the country. All right, so they got 405 total Root awards. They had 378 for ties and 27 for outright. I'm starting to look at the AT&T network a little bit differently than I think some people have in recent times. I think a lot of people are getting blindsided by the fact that AT&T is going to be more judicious in how they spend money and upgrade the network, but all indications are they have reliable texting and calling, right? They scored the best in those 2 metrics. Their data experiences seem to be very, very good, as it's best in industry. Remember, we're talking about a national scale here. And then with respect to the data speeds, their network's pretty modern across all states because of things like, you know, the FirstNet initiative and building that first responder network while, you know, obviously optimizing and upgrading and modernizing all these sites. Now they're adding C-band across the board, so we're seeing that even improve. The reliability best in industry. Overall, they got the best scores. They have to address what I believe the accessibility is a real problem for them. So no carrier is perfect. No carrier is without, I think, critiques and analysis. But I think we have to call a spade here. AT&T showing supreme strength in wireless networking. The narrative that they're all of a sudden going to have a weak network and be lesser than their competitors is just unfounded. There's no data to prove this today. Could things change in the future? We shall see. All right, so let me know what you guys think of the results. You are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.